Good morning out there in the DFS community. It's Vaughn, the Stat Man, coming into your YouTube airwaves, and welcome to the Stat Room. Woo! How is everybody doing this wonderful morning? All right, ladies and gentlemen, before I get into my picks, let me get into my positive word. And my word for this fine morning is courage. How many people watching this video wake up every morning feeling unfulfilled, going into jobs that you hate, doing things that you just feel like you have to do because your saying is, well, I gotta pay my bills. And what if anybody else watching this video whose favorite saying is, thank God it's Friday? If those are your favorite sayings, then you are a coward. You have no courage because you're not doing what you love. See, it takes courage to quit that job you know you hate. It takes courage to step out on faith, to do something that you love. If you're playing Fanduel and Draftkings and you're spending $100 a day, you need to stop and have the courage to play $5 a day. See, Draftkings and Fanduel should be something you play for fun. Life is something that you should do for fun. If this is your result, it's not fun. So have the courage to stop. If you're overweight, have the courage to stop eating those pies. Have the courage to go to the gym. Have the courage to love that woman who's always had your back. Have the courage to love that man who's always had your back. Ladies and gentlemen, life is too short. And every night that you go to sleep, you die. And you wake up a new person. But we choose to do the same thing over and over again because we lack courage. So have more courage, guys, and have a better life. All right, I'm going to leave it there with courage, ladies and gentlemen. All right, guys, so before I get into my picks, let me introduce myself, guys. I am Vaughn the Stat Man. You can follow me on Twitter at VonnTheStaTman. And, guys, check out the website, VonnTheStatman.com. All right, guys, so yesterday's Four Horsemen did extremely well. We had Kershaw. He put up 52. Villanueva put up 6. Guzman had a home run. He put up 20 plus. And Cruz had a 12.5. This is all on FanDuel. So that was a great Four Horsemen. When you have a Four Horsemen, let's see, 52, 24, that's 76, plus 12, that's 86. So we got 92 from 4 players. That's a great Four Horsemen. All right, guys, so today we have a 14-game slate. This is a massive slate. This is the slate where I call it boom or bust, where it's going to be tough because it's so many games, it's so many players to choose from. So make sure that you spend about 4 to 5 hours breaking down the slate and go with your gut, guys. If you see a player you like, put him in. Don't think twice. Or you can come look at some of my players. You at least get my top 20 list, and then you can use that because I break down the slate. And yesterday, my top 20 list, I told everybody to stack Cleveland, which was a great pick. I told people to stack Texas, which was a great stack because they did well. Well, 2 of their players hit home runs. And who was my other stack? My other stack was... I got to go back on my notes, guys. All right, guys, so when you look at today's slate, it's a big slate, and you have the top pitcher being Verlander. I think Verlander should do okay versus Colorado, because Colorado doesn't do well on the road. But for 11,200, I don't think I can get there with that price. So I'm going to slide down to Anibal Sanchez. He's a righty, a 2.83 ERA versus Miami. Miami strikes out a lot, and they don't hit a lot of home runs. So I feel safe picking Sanchez. Even if he gives up 2 ERAs, I think he can get us 40 points because he's going to get the win. Next, I'm giving you first baseman Alonso. He's a lefty, 249 batting average, and he's versus Cincinnati. And he's 3,300. Cincinnati is not a good team. They actually play better against top teams, but Cleveland's on a mission. And I don't see Cleveland scoring 10 runs today, but I see Cleveland putting up about 5 runs. I see Cincinnati putting up about 3. So I like Alonso. Next, I'm giving you second baseman Villar from the Baltimore Orioles. He's a switch hitter. He has a 262 batting average versus the New York Mets, and he's only $2,700. Villar has power, guys, And what I love most about Villar is he bats in the leadoff spot. And I love the Baltimore Orioles tonight, guys, because they're playing against the New York Mets in Baltimore, which is one of the best hitter-friendly parks in all of Major League Baseball. But what I love the most is that Villar bats in the leadoff spot. And I love to pick on teams that just came off of a dominant win over a rival. I call those emotional wins because they typically have letdowns in the next game. They just beat the New York Mets just beat the New York Yankees in New York. So they're all pumped up. So now they go play the lowly Orioles. And they're gonna get destroyed. Watch it be one of the highest scoring games on the slate. All right, next and last but not least, I'm giving you the boomstick play of the night is outfielder Peralta. He's a lefty, 302 batting average versus Texas. He's $4,000. I know he was off yesterday. See, the thing with the Arizona Cardinals, guys, is they're a hot, cold team. Whenever they score 9 runs, they typically follow it up with a 4 or less run game. If you look at their numbers, maybe twice, maybe 2 or 3 times the whole year, they had 6 runs or more in back-to-back games. So you have to understand this. This is why it takes time to break down slates. You have to know teams' patterns. But I love Peralta tonight to go yard. All right, guys, so that's it, guys. So I am on to today. Guys, don't forget to give people what they want so you can get what you want. And guys, don't forget to think and ink. That means write it down so that way it can come true. And guys, if you really want to get the most out of life, have some courage and stop being a wimp. Enjoy your day.